Live from Tisdale Manor, it's time for the Cheeky Wench Hour. Now, here's Susan.
Hi everybody, it's me, Susan Tisdale, your cheeky wench. Welcome to Friday night, live recorded in front of a studio audience, so previously taped, whatever you want to call it. I had a cold this week. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so much better. Yes, I have a Ricola in my mouth. The reason we're recording tonight is because I have been sick, and I still have this lingering cough, which will probably last for days and days and days. But the last thing I wanted was to be on live with you all tonight and then break down into a coughing fit. That just, y'all don't want to see that. So anyway, Shannon Nemechek, my producer and my friend, came up with the idea that we should just record it. And then I will join live while we talk. And I'll be in the chat session answering any questions that you may have. But to start tonight off, I just want to send my sincerest, heartfelt love, prayers, and hopes to the entire state of Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, whoever got hit by this hurricane. This has been absolutely devastating. And I do have friends who have family down there. I have friends who actually live in Florida. But I have friends who have family down there. And Samantha, her father lost his entire house. There is nothing left. So say a special prayer for Samantha's father. It's just the videos that we're seeing are just heartbreaking. Florida is beautiful. I love going to Florida. We're not going to make any jokes about, hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like that. Because this has just been utterly devastating for everyone in the South and along the coast. So just know that I'm praying for all of you. I pray that you're able to get your houses rebuilt and your lives back together very, very soon. I know it's going to be a long, long road. But know that we're just all here are just blanketing you in prayer. So it's going to be some stops and starts. If I feel myself coming on with a coughing fit, I'm going to be polite and stop the recording. And then when I'm done, I will restart it. So if you see any little editing glitches, it's entirely my fault. So again, my heart and my prayers and my love is for Florida, Georgia, anywhere that got hit by Ian. My thoughts and prayers are with all of you. We're going to make an announcement tonight about something new that we're going to add for our Friday nights with the Wench. And it's called Whose Line Is It Anyway? And please God, I hope that's not trademarked. But we can also call it Stump Susan. The two go hand in hand. So what we're going to do is readers, anybody who comes into YouTube or whatever, will give me a sentence or two from one of the books that I have personally written. And I have to guess which book it's from. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, let alone lines from a book I wrote 7, 8, 10, 12 years ago. So Shannon came up with the idea, and she thinks it would be a lot of fun, and so do I. So starting next Friday night, we're going to be doing the book version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, also known as Stump the Hell Out of Susan. So I just think that's going to be a lot of fun. Just something we can add to our Friday nights. My bracelet, it is driving me nuts. I have to take it off because it keeps clanging. But it's a pretty bracelet. I love jewelry. So today, because I was feeling so much better, this was just really, seriously, one of the weirdest colds I've ever had. I ran a fever for 24 hours or more straight without a break in it, ranging from 102 all the way up to 104, God knows what. But the moment that fever broke, I felt almost instantly better. So I'm back. I'm feeling much, much better, except this cough. It lingers, and it's just annoying as hell, but we've already discussed that. So what do we want to talk about tonight? I've been keeping my eye on a couple of trials. One is the one in Ohio where family A completely annihilated 8 members of family B. And it's just absolutely heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. So my prayers are out to all the victims involved in that. The Lori D. Vallow, whatever we want to call her trial. The judge has decided no cameras in the courtroom, at least for all the pretrial stuff. I don't know, because I've been ill, I don't know if he's made that decision for the actual trial itself. If so, if there's no cameras in the courtroom, I still want to talk about it. Hopefully there will be somebody there who I can reach out to get information from live as it's happening. I just think that would be lots of fun. And I don't mean fun as in a trip to Disney fun. I shouldn't use that word because there's nothing fun about this trial. Anyway, I just love true crime. I do. My husband, he thinks I'm crazy. I am, but that's beside the point. While I was sick, I discovered a new show that I hadn't heard about before called Big Sky. And it's on ABC, but I've been watching it via Hulu, and I just binged it. I mean, the season 1 was just amazing. Loved season 1. Season 2 seemed to drag on a little bit, but I guess in season 3 that just started September 21st, Reba McEntire is going to be in it. And I love Reba. I bow to Reba. So I'm looking forward to starting season 3 of watching that. Let's see, what else did I do while I was sick? I slept. That's all I did. I slept. I had toast. My son made me a big bowl of chicken noodle soup. That was good. But for the most part, I just slept for like 36 hours straight, nonstop. I mean, I was on the sofa the entire time. Grandkids are doing really, really well. Malaya's growing like a weed. She keeps losing her twofers, so she's had lots of visits from the tooth fairy. She's just so stinking adorable. Oh my God, this baby. She just, right? And she's got her papa right here. Carter's doing great. He's growing like a weed. We're going to take a little break. Oh, Shannon, Nemechek, I love you. Thank you for suggesting this, because this is just going to be a lot more pleasant for the evening. So, what else have I done? Today, I don't know if I've discussed this already. I may have, and if I have, Shannon will just edit it out. Tried a new restaurant today. I was starved. I hadn't really eaten all week, other than scrambled eggs and toast and chicken noodle soup, and even then I didn't eat all of it. So anyway, there is a restaurant in Creve Coeur, not far from where I live, called Camille's. CAMEALS. I do not know what they put on those French fries, but those were the best French fries I've ever had in my entire life, hands down. Seriously, honest to God. And I got a tenderloin and French fries. That tenderloin, oh my God. I was so thankful because it wasn't, bigger than your head. It a little bit bigger than the bun, but it was a big bun, big tenderloin, all handmade. Oh my God, it was so good. Mustard, ketchup, pickles, onions. That's how I like my tenderloin. But the girl that was working behind the counter taking my order, it's one of those walk up, almost like a Dairy Queen, how a Dairy Queen's set up, where there's no inside dining. It's just, you go up to the window. But anyway, she was just, and I told her, I said, honey, I'm not a weird old woman. Well, maybe I am. Yeah, I'm weird. But you are drop dead gorgeous. And she just got the biggest smile, and she was absolutely stunning. But anyway, hung out with Emily today. We did a little shopping. I think I already told you that. It's just been it was a really, really good day. The weather here is absolutely phenomenal. Sorry about that. If you hear any noise in the background that sounds like scraping, my son is actually out on the patio. We have it all landscaped and stuff, and he's shoveling gravel. So if you can hear that in the background, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, he starts a new job Monday. Yay. Thank you, sweet Jesus. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous day. I've been following trials this week, discovered a new TV series. What else should we talk about? I better text Shannon and find out. Sorry about that. So next Wednesday night, we're going to plot together. So this is the heads up to have your sticky notes ready, your poster board ready. Please quit texting me. Okay. Anywho, we're going to plot a book together, a make-believe book. Just have your post-it notes ready, your poster board or your core board, whatever it is you want to use, your cork board, whatever. I don't care. And we are going to plot a book together. Just something I don't even know what yet. It could be sci-fi. It could be romantic suspense. It could be an old Western, whatever. That's not the point. The point is I'm going to show you how my plotting process works, okay? And I thought it would be helpful if you guys could plot along with me so that you could see how that process works. And it's just going to be lots of fun. If you don't have poster board, if you don't have post-it notes, that's fine. If you have a rocket book, use that with the different colored pens. This is how I do it. For the post-it note colors, I use dark pink, light pink, dark blue, light blue, all different shades of green, and orange. Those orange I use for the really important plot points. So if you want to play along next Wednesday night while we plot the hell out of something, then join us and just bring your pens and your post-it notes and your poster board, and where we will plot out a book together. I hope that sounds like fun. Are you starting to see why we recorded? I have to stop very frequently to cough. But anyway, here are some of the colors that I love to use. So this is for romance, of course. So my heroine, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's just a very light pale pink. Okay? And then I have green. It looks yellow, but it's actually green. And then orange. How do I do that? See? Orange. And I like these sizes. But you can see in here, it comes in different, dark blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, and purple. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. They don't have to be Post-its. Post-it brand. They can be generic. Do they make generic Post-it notes? I don't know. But believe it or not, I've actually learned something this week while I was down. Because, when you're sick. Okay, I'm going to write on this Post-it note. You see that it's blank. I'm going to write a little note. Hello. And of course, I chose a pen that's dead because, are you prepared, Susan? No, you are not prepared. You are never prepared. So this says hello. Oh, I hate this. Okay? So I was told never to just pull up on the Post-it note because see what happens? Curls, right? You all probably know this. I didn't. I'm just fascinated by it. So instead of grabbing the middle and pulling all the way up, you tear from left to right or right to left. And look, it's not curled. And then you put it on your thingy and it stays flatter, longer. Okay? And then there's also one where you can, I can't do it. They were like, it was a guy. And he was like, yanking straight down. And I'm like, I can't. Oh, I did it. See? And there's something, I don't know why it curls when you lift up on it. I never could figure that out. Drives me nuts. Absolutely. This is what happens every time. But when I do it the right way, left to right, right to left, whatever, it's not curling. Okay? You can see a little fold in it, but that's how I'm holding it, right? So I thought that was fascinating. I'm easily amused. Burning. Okay, I'm back. I'm tired. It's been a long week. Just know that Wednesday night we've got lots of things in store for next Wednesday night. Like I said a few minutes ago, make sure you have your Post-it notes and your poster board ready, or your rocket notebook, whatever you want to use, and we will plot a book together. I don't know, because I was so out of the loop this week, I don't know if anything interesting happened in the book world or not. I do know that Amazon is changing their return policy on ebooks. It's about damn time. That's all I'm gonna, no, that's not all I'm gonna say about that. It is just about damn time. I never could understand why they would allow people to read an entire novel, whether it was in KU or not. Well, this doesn't even count for KU. Non-KU books. Someone could read the entire book, leave a freaking review for it, and then return it. In what universe does that make any sense? Life isn't always fair, but it should damn well be equitable. And there was nothing equitable about the return policy. When an author has, maybe only a couple books, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter because this affects all authors across the board. Whether you are a new author who only has a couple of books out, or you are a well-established author who has 50 books out. When someone reads one of your novels, front to, cover to back, leaves a review, they should not be able to return it. Amazon is not a lending library. It's not. If you want free books, go to your local library. I'm so tired of having to say that. And I'm not going to get into the argument about how, my local library doesn't carry your books. Ask them. If you make a request, they will get my books in, anybody's books in. All you gotta do is make the request. It might take a few weeks, but that's okay. That's what your librarian's for. They will get you pretty much any damn book you want. Any book under the sun. So that argument falls flat with me. You can also download ebooks from your local library for free. So it's the cost of a library card. And you can read all the books you want to. For nothing. Just the cost of a library card. We still get paid. So when you return it, an ebook or a paperback to your local library, they don't take the money that they've paid us back, right? Because someone else is going to come along and borrow the book. Okay? But when you treat Amazon like a frickin' library and just read and return, that adds up. And I know of authors who have had people do that with entire series. Series that might have 4 books in it or 12 books in it. Read and return. What they don't understand or what they don't give a crap about is the fact that with Amazon, when a reader returns a book, doesn't matter if you read all of it, part of it. When you return a book, Amazon takes that royalty back from us. And that is not fair. Especially if you've read the entire book and left a review. It's just not fair. Start using the damn library, people. Just start using the library. If you can't afford books, reach out to the author and ask them if you can be on their advanced review team. I'm always open for new members for my advanced review team. Always. That's a great way to get free books. And it's honest. I don't pay you. I just ask that you read the book. And if you like it, let me know. And if you want to, leave a review. It's not a requirement. Sorry. But this is one of those things that has just burnt my biscuits for years and years and years. I don't generally get a lot of returns on my books. But there are other authors who do have a lot of returns. But it's not because the books are bad. The books are fabulous. It's because people game the system. And when it affects an author's pocketbook, like this Amazon's previous return policy did, there's nothing equitable or fair or right or just about that. That's my 2 cents on that, which probably ain't worth a nickel. They're changing their return policy, I guess, after the new year. That's the last thing I heard was that they're going to change it after the new year. If a reader reads more than 10% of the book, they can return it, but they're not going to get their money back. That's only fair. Okay, you should know 2 or 3 pages in or a chapter in if you're going to like that book or not. Okay, and if you don't like it, return it. If it's really that bad, return it. Just my 2 cents. Thank you for being so patient. Anyway, that's great news about Amazon's return policy. It just boggles my mind because I don't know of any other vendor. I know it does. I'm 99.99% certain that people do not scam Apple Books. They don't scam Kobo Books. They don't scam Nook Books. Okay? They just don't. But Amazon just makes it so freaking easy for everybody to just cheat and steal and game the system. And I don't know why that is. They're the biggest dog in the park. they should be the one barking the loudest at people who are gaming the system, whether it's an author who's gaming the system or whether it's a reader who is gaming the system. I just don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. It has boggled me since day one how any issues that we usually have in the book world regarding vendors, it's regarding Amazon. Hands down, that's how it is. So I'm excited about that news. That makes me very, very happy. Let's see. I'll be moving plants into the house this weekend. Excited about that. My sister-in-law gave me a hibiscus plant. Oh my God, this thing is massive. It is massive. And it's in my living room. She gave me this outrageously huge snake plant. I call them snake plants. She called it mother-in-law's tongue. I guess I call it snake plant because I really love my mother-in-law. She's just like absolutely the bomb. My mother-in-law, Judy, she's the most kind-hearted, sweet, soft-spoken, gentle soul that you will ever meet in your entire life. She's just this really sweet Lutheran lady, and she's just a riot. Half the time she doesn't even know that she's funny when she is funny, but she's just one of the kindest souls that I've ever met. And I hate calling this beautiful plant a mother-in-law's tongue because they have points at the end, and that's not how Judy operates. So I'm just going to keep calling it a snake plant. And that's all I'm going to say about mother-in-laws. But I love mine. I'm very lucky, and I just couldn't have asked for a nicer mother-in-law. She's really awesome. Oh, while I was sick, there was one night when I did eat. I forget what night it was. Wednesday? Kevin had taken his mom. She had some doctor's appointments, and he took her to run errands and stuff, and then they stopped and ate at our little family restaurant just up the roadways in Creve Coeur. I don't live in Creve Coeur, but they have some of the best restaurants. Anyway, I saw on Life 360 that my husband was pulling into our favorite restaurant, and I texted him, the chili's back on the menu. Thank God, because they have the world's best chili. I'm not kidding you. It is so good. And so, basically, in a nutshell, I was saying, bring me home a bowl of chili. Well, his phone is screwed up right now, and he's not getting any notifications. It's not buzzing. It's not dinging or anything when I sent him a message. So anyway, they get home. He takes her home, and that's when he goes to send somebody a text, and he realized he had missed several from me. So Judy had chili in her refrigerator that she had made Monday, and she sent home this big bowl. Oh my God, I could have licked the bowl clean. That chili was freaking phenomenal. And God, it was so good. Can you tell I like to eat? I mean, other than the size of my big butt, I talk about food a lot, and it's quite apparent that I really love food.